Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's a special Halloween night presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
Now we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Leading them out from Texas A&M at quarterback, Kellen Mond.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Mond. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Now Mond. Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Mond. He'll buy some time right. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Mond looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kellen Mond, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. On first down, Peterson. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Gets by him at the 25. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 23-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. but he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We got you. Now we got first and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
To throw on second down, Peterson. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have their opportunity.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a three-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the mass of bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
From the gun, here's Mon. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mon going to throw it.
Buying time to his left.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Back to the ground, this time Cook. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. "7-7", our score after 1. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move. Football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
They go play action here on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Maurice Hurst make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the gun, Peterson. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
The Vikings head out to take over once again.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw here. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Wilson.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why, looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Maurice Hurst in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Joseph now to have the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
On 1st and 10, Peterson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Peterson. It's caught by Sanders. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Peterson. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll get this right back to Reagor. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Again, he'll drop to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll throw now on the final play. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
So why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Looking to throw on second down. Peterson.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On 3rd and 2, Peterson. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Now Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. Give them 18 on the play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Peterson. This ball complete to Rager. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have pegged it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Peterson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down at 5. They'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Another run with Sanders. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Setting up the screen with Gainwell.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
They will run for it with Gainwell.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. They start the drive with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. On 2nd and 11 now. Mond being chased out left. Good footwork at the 30. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond.
It's caught. Smith. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Mond out of the shotgun.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Mond looks to throw on 1st down. Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Dante Hightower on the stop. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
To throw on 2nd down, Peterson.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Peterson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Chaz Surratt
gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Going to begin the drive here with Madison.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Throwing on first down. Peterson.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Looking to throw on second down.
Peterson. And once again, this is Sanders.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here at this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope.
Mond and the Vikings now. Down 22-21. 90 seconds remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. They find some open field here. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall. And the Vikings on just 2 plays have taken the lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches, why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time, gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. And that score should be the proverbial icing on the old cake.
What kind of cake?
I go white cake, peanut butter frosting.
I like the way you think, and I think they may celebrate with exactly that cake when this game's over.
I'm going down to the locker room. Joseph on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Peterson. Pass complete. Goddard. And he'll be brought down after a nice gain. A pickup of 20. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. On first down, Peterson. He's going to let it fly. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
They'll look to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one.